to is the World Ending Podcast with your host, Brady Fix. This podcast is simply a response to the question, is the world ending? And why is it ending? Throughout our class, English 231-0102, semester fall of 2023, we're starting to learn about how the world could potentially end and why it is potentially ending. What caused that? Is it humans? Is it technology? Or is simply humans and technology helping the world last longer? So today, throughout this Is the World Ending podcast, I will hopefully answer your questions about are humans good for the planet? Humans bad for the planet? And the two films that we watched, Koyaanisqatsi and Anthropocene, did those two films do a good job talking about this as well? So let's dive right in. So, starting off with the film Koyaanisqatsi. First of all, this was maybe the weirdest film I've ever watched. Not just in classes, but ever watched, period. This is a very interesting film, and if you haven't watched it, it has no words, no characters, no plot. It just is these cinematic shots of nature and buildings and things that humans created, and it really shows kind of what the world looked like before humans and what the world looks like now that humans have adapted and built things on the planet. The film was very interesting. I think it mostly had an anti-humanistic thought behind it, kind of talking about, not talking about, but showing how much the human population has damaged the world with these factories and these streets and these cars and these pollution, and it just is very demoralizing watching these things come to an end. So I think that the Koyaanisqatsi film definitely has an anti-humanistic approach to it, but in regards to the other film we've recently watched, Anthropocene, the Human Epoch film, it really is similar to Koyaanisqatsi in that it's creating this ideal that humans have changed the way the world works and the way the world looks, but at the same time it's kind of showing that this can actually be kind of beautiful, and that maybe like these factories are we can look at them in a different perspective, like the way that we look at mountains. Like maybe in Koyaanisqatsi we looked at these beautiful mountains. The scene opens up with us looking at these beautiful canyons and mountains, and maybe we just are looking at that in the wrong way in Anthropocene. Like it's kind of showing us that maybe these factories are man-made beautiful pieces of art, and maybe we need to look at it differently. It really doesn't have an anti-humanistic approach. It's kind of more of like, yeah, these things are bad, but this pollution and these factories are bad, but maybe it's the start of something new. Maybe it's just what the future is going to look like. So I found that really, really interesting. Now, getting to my opinion of what's going on in this class, in the world, and what the future looks like, and kind of my response to these films. So for Anthropocene, I thought that this was kind of agreed with my ideals, very much so. I really liked how they did a good job of showing how, this is the future. It's too late to go back and change. Yes, everybody knows that if humans didn't exist, the world would be a better place. But it's a fact. We exist, and we're not going to be able to do much about it. So maybe we just got to look on the bright side, and hopefully this technology that we've created can benefit the world in the future instead of tear it apart, unlike in Koyaanisqatsi, where they really, really showed how technology and adaptation is ruining the world and I really like that approach in Anthropocene, just how maybe we need to look at it differently, and maybe we need to figure out that technology is the future. Now, my opinion on is the world going to end soon? Honestly, I'm no scientist. I don't know anything. I don't know pollution, but the way my parents raised me was, you just keep living until one day it comes to an end. So just got to keep living our best day and keep doing the best we can every day until it happens. Do I think it's going to happen soon? Probably not in my lifetime. Do I think it's going to happen in probably one of my kids, grandkids, or great grandkids' lifetime? Sure, I can't put a date on it. Like I said, I'm no scientist, but I think it's kind of a really scary thought that the world could end. But we just need to keep doing what we can and looking at it on the bright side, like we did in Anthropocene, and look at it as humans are a piece of art now, and we need to respect that and learn from that, and hopefully we can push this epidemic of the world ending back a little bit. So now let's take a little short break here, and let's dig into what I'm going to go around campus and ask some people what they think about the world ending. Do they think it's going to be soon? Maybe ask him a little bit, would the planet be better off without humans? The anti-humanistic approach that they took in Koyaanisqatsi, and also what can we do to save the planet? So I'm going to go around, ask a couple questions, and we'll see what the responses are. Okay, so who am I here with today?
Dylan Jackson.
Dylan, thank you for taking the time to answer my question for my When is the World Ending podcast. So my first question for you, and my only question for you today, is what is your expected date of when the world is going to end?
I think within the next 50,000 years.
Thank you. That is a good estimate. Is there like a year? All right, so who am I here with?
Nick,
do you think the world would be a better place if humans didn't exist?
No, because no one would be here, and it'd be really, really boring for everyone.
Thank you. All right, who am I here with?
Logan Walmer.
Logan, what do you think we can do moving forward to save the world from ending?
Just try to take better care of it. We're not doing too hot right now.
How do we take better care of it?
Recycle more. Like the state of South Carolina, doesn't recycle. It's really bad.
Good answer. Okay, so now that we've had our fun with what some of these kids around campus think about, is the world ending? What I think when the world's ending, would the planet be better off without us? This is similar to this class that we're in. It's very, very depressing for me to leave class every day with this mindset that the planet's ending. And I'm going to be honest, I really much enjoy this English 231 class, but it really does leave me off on a bad note to finish the rest of my day when I'm just thinking about the world ending. So I like to end with something called a minute of hope here for you guys. So a minute of hope. Is the world going to end one day? Yes. Do we know when it's going to end? No. Should that change your perspective on the way of life? Most definitely not. It doesn't matter if the world's going to end in one day or 1 billion years. Would that change anything? No. You should live your life like it is the last day on earth. You should do everything you want to do in a day like it is your last day on earth in order to create your happiness and create your love for being alive on the planet. We're giving a blessing to be alive on this planet and to be given a chance to even come out here and survive. So why not make the best of it? And we might now not know when this date is, but it shouldn't affect us anyways. Keep living every day like it's your last day, and I promise you you'll end your life with happiness, no matter what day the world comes to an end. So that is my minute of hope, and that is the end of Is the World Coming to an End podcast, episode 1. Thank you guys for tuning in, and I hope to see you. Hope that you smash that like button. Maybe give me a subscribe. Starting out this YouTube channel. And yeah, thank you so much. And look forward to you guys hearing this podcast.